Hi there. Hope you're ready for a new SID update. As you recall, we've been going through small little increments. We create little goals for him every week that we try to get him to establish. Originally it started off with just being able to hang on. So for the last 2 months, our big goal was getting him to just learn to hang on to things and strengthen his arms, strengthen his legs. We've achieved those goals very well. See, it's becoming much more active. So our new goal that we're going to start working on this week is we start placing him in different areas. We have a lot of different play setups. We have this little jungle gym over here. We have a little playpen with little ropes and poles and different things for him to hang on to. So one of the things that we want to teach him is to start becoming more independent, because really in just just over a month, he'll be going to live with his parents. So the goals this week are to become more independent and also to come to the bottle. Before we were showing him the bottle and saying sit and getting him to turn to come to the bottle. Now we're going to ask him to actually come up to the bottle. We're just barely starting this goal. So I'll give you a little example of what we'll do. We put him in this little playpen, and sometimes he gets a little bit upset about it because he wants to still hang on and be comfortable with us. There it goes, Sid. Turn around. Show him your cute little face. Okay, so we set him down in this little playpen. Last week his goal was to upright himself and to correct himself because he couldn't even sit on his own. And so now we're teaching him he has to be able to climb. He can do it. Can you give me your finger? There we go. Now, see, he's actually starting to do this on his own, which is a really big accomplishment. So what we'll be doing during the week is we'll be showing him the bottle. He's not hungry right now, so it won't do any good. But we'll show him the bottle when we know that he's hungry, and we'll encourage him. We'll start out at like 3-inch increments. So we'll put it like 3 inches away from him and have him come to it. Pretty soon we'll start doing it 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches. Pretty soon we'll have him like coming across the room to us. After we've achieved that goal, we're going to start teaching him to go into the bucket. So we'll have a bucket, and we'll have several of these that will be placed around, and he will know that in order to get his bottle, he has to get into the bucket to get his bottle. The final picture of that is when he's in with his parents. We'll have certain buckets sit in there, and then when it's time for him to eat, he'll go into the bucket, and then we can offer him the bottle. Okay, I want to show you another thing that we've been doing. We'll do it with him and with his mom. So his mom, they have seen him the entire time that we've had him. If you can see this setup, we're in here with him all the time. And I don't know if we've mentioned this before, we have like 29 volunteers and staff members that take care of Sid around the clock, 24 hours. So all of this is done right in front of the parents so that they see everything, they are very comfortable with it. So one of the things that we just started teaching Shannon, this is Shannon, his mom, is we started teaching her to reach out and touch him gently. Her normal behavior is to grab and be very grabby. So I'm going to ask her to touch. Shannon, touch. Good. We just started doing this 2 days ago. See, she's touching him, getting used to him. And then we give her a reward for it. Now normally, if we would have tried this even like 3 weeks ago, she would have reached out and just grabbed him. So we started teaching her to touch us or to touch an object and do it and get a reward. So now we're teaching her to touch him. Shannon, touch. 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 Good. Good girl. Good girl.